So you've been looking at buying a home in Tucson, Arizona, but you're waiting for that big market crash, the prices to come down, interest rates to come down, something big to happen. Well, stick around because today we're going to take a quick deep dive into what's going on with Tucson's real estate market. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Welcome back, or if you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Jennifer Smith, and my husband Dustin and I have helped hundreds of people just like you move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months, we got you covered. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email. All of our contact information is down below. We would love to help you make that smooth move to Tucson, Arizona. All right, so we wanted to jump in and talk about what is going on in Tucson's real estate market. We get asked all the time by friends, family, client, when is the market going to crash? When are interest rates going to come down? When are we going to see some relief, from the housing prices? And my response, I really like to just stick to the facts and the numbers and what we can look at historically to kind of predict what's going to happen. I mean, year over year, generally real estate continues to go up. I mean, even through recessions, we've seen the market go up 3 to 5% per year, in a typical recession. Now, if we're talking about the last one that we had, that was more that 2008 timeframe, that was slightly different with the lending practices and everything that were going on. But since then, if you look at all of the numbers and even historically before then, generally real estate goes up every year, 3 to 5%. We've seen even as high as a change of 19% between years, especially with everything that happened with the pandemic. So that was a crazy time to buy. Of course, we had a lot of clients and friends and family get frustrated trying to buy houses during that time. And, they decided to wait. And as frustrating as that was, it's probably more frustrating now that the housing prices are higher and so are the interest rates. So if you stuck out and were able to buy a house during that time frame, you probably have a good deal of equity in your house right now. And we're seeing that. We're seeing a lot of houses on the market. If you look at the history on it, as they come on the market, like, oh, they just bought this house in 2019 for $300,000 and now they're listing it for, $475,000. It's not uncommon. We can pull up listings throughout all the different areas around Tucson and show you that is what's happening. So just wanted to jump in and really just talk about some of the numbers and why it doesn't look like the market is going to crash anytime soon here, although we can't predict the future. Like I said, we like to look at the numbers and just kind of guess based off of, history and what's gone on over the last several years, and figure out, kind of what it's going to look like in the future. So, as of right now, of course, we have high interest rates, housing prices are high. But here in Tucson, we just got our stats for May. So just wanted to cover May currently, and then just over the last 4 years, kind of what has happened, especially since things have changed so much since, the pandemic times. 2021, we had an average sales price of $352,000. And as of, May 2024, we are at $440,000 for our average sales price here in Southern Arizona. And we had over 1,500 sales with over 2,200 new listings that came on the market. So that is, drastically different than what was going on over the last 3-4 years. When you look at the numbers, our median days on market is about 21. So what we are seeing though, generally in a time like this where we only have about 2.6 months of inventory, that would be considered more of a seller's market. For it to be more of a balanced buyer-seller's market, we want to see about 6 months of inventory. So right now, obviously we're under that, but because the prices are high and the interest rates are high, we are seeing houses sit a little bit longer on the market currently, which is giving buyers a little advantage as far as being able to get the sales price down a little bit. About 1.39% under list price is what average is what houses are going for. So, if you see a house, generally it's going to sell about 1 to 1.5% under what it's listed for originally. At least that's what's happening currently for me. So it's hard because the sellers right now are having to compete against new construction, and what's going on in our new construction world, and why we've been helping out a lot of clients with new construction lately is if you use the builder's lender, a lot of them are offering these great incentives to where you're able to get that interest rate down, sometimes under 5% right now. I've seen as low as, I think, what was the last that I saw? Like 4.25 was a recent interest rate I saw one of our clients get on a new construction. And again, you can walk into the sales office. We've talked about this. We have a lot of new construction videos on our channel as well, so check those out. A lot of resale. No matter which way you go, we would love to help you. But the reps there do, like on site, do represent the builder. They're not there to get you the best deal. So definitely make sure you are working with an agent like us who knows the ins and outs of the new construction world and can get you a better deal potentially. A lot of people don't know you can go in there and negotiate the sales price, for instance. So that's just one of the many things that we work on for our clients with new construction. But of course, with the resale market, sellers are having to compete with that. We've had a lot of new construction come up over the last couple years here in Tucson. Anywhere that they can build, they have found some land, or they've had it for years and years, and they're just now developing it. So we have seen a lot of growth in and around the Tucson areas, the whole surrounding areas. So just to give you an idea of what is going on in the Tucson market, again, trying to time the market, it's great if you can. Most people are not successful with that. So if you need to buy or you need to sell, people are still buying, people are still selling based on the numbers. Like I said, over 1,500 sales for May and over 2,200 new listings. So things are still happening, and it's not a bad time to buy based on your circumstances. Let us get you in touch with a lender if you need to get a loan. We have some great lenders that we know and work with very frequently. At least get that conversation started and see if now is the right time for you, because what it's looking like based on the numbers is nothing's changing anytime soon. If anything, interest rates may come down, but prices may be up at that point, especially, rates come down. We're going to see more buyers potentially come into the market. And if inventory stays as low as it is compared to what we would typically like to see in a more balanced market, then, we could potentially have a frenzy on our hands again as far as seeing more multiple offers, competing offers, and then you're paying more for the house. So while you may save a little bit on your interest rate, you're paying a higher price for the home. So again, it's really just looking into the numbers and seeing what's right for you and your situation. But just wanted to give you that update on what's going on in Tucson, Arizona and the surrounding areas. If you have any questions on specific areas, because, again, this is an average of Southern Arizona as a whole. So if you're interested in, say, Vail or Oro Valley or Tanque Verde or Green Valley, wherever you're interested in, any of the suburbs in or around Tucson, Arizona, we are happy to get you those numbers as well. We can put together a nice little market report and email that over to you. So reach out to us. Our contact information is down below in the comments. You can always reach us. And if you or anyone you know is thinking about moving to or from Tucson, Arizona, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make that smooth move. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, tap that like button, and we would love to hear from you. So drop those comments below, tap that bell for notifications, and we'll keep you updated on the current market here in Tucson, Arizona. See you on the next video.